They told me to stop acting like their parents, so I canceled the emergency contact form I'd been on for years. The call went to voicemail. I'd been Crystal's best friend since college. When her husband left while she was 6 months pregnant with her second child, I moved in for 3 months and never really left. That was 7 years ago. I became Auntie Lainey, the woman who knew her oldest daughter, Mira, was allergic to strawberries and terrified of thunderstorms. The woman who could get her youngest Maya to sleep when nobody else could. I was the emergency contact at both their schools. I held Crystal's hand in the delivery room when Maya came into the world. I never expected a medal for any of it because I loved those girls like they were my own. Then Crystal started dating Derek from her office. He had opinions about me from day one, constantly asking why I was always around and suggesting it was strange for a single woman to be so attached to someone else's children. Crystal started canceling our usual weekend plans, having him handle school pickups instead. He constantly messed up, forgetting backpacks, or showing up 20 minutes late while the girls waited outside alone. I told myself this was just an adjustment period and tried to give them space. 3 weeks before everything fell apart, I noticed Maya scratching at hives after eating trail mix at my apartment. I checked the ingredients and saw peanut butter chips. I'd given her peanut butter sandwiches dozens of times before without issue. I called Crystal immediately and told her Maya might be developing a peanut allergy, that we needed to get her tested. She sighed and said I was being dramatic, that Maya was fine. I bought an EpiPen with my own money anyway and called the school nurse myself to warn her. Then came Maya's 7th birthday party. I was in the kitchen grabbing juice boxes when Derek's voice carried in from the living room. "It's honestly pathetic," he said. "A woman with no family of her own playing pretend with someone else's kids." I froze. I waited for Crystal to defend me. Instead, I heard her sigh. "I know. I've been trying to get her to back off, but she won't take a hint." I walked straight out to the backyard where she was standing. "Is that really how you feel about the last 7 years?" She crossed her arms. "He has a point. You're too involved, Lainey. Maybe it's time you focused on building your own life instead of borrowing mine." I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I just left. I gave her exactly what she wanted and disappeared from their lives completely. I blocked her number. I stopped driving past their street on my way home from work. I deleted 7 years of photos from my phone because looking at Mira's gap-toothed smile and Maya's paint-covered hands made my chest feel like it was caving in. 2 weeks later, my phone rang from an unknown number. It was the elementary school. Maya was having a severe allergic reaction and they couldn't reach her mother. I was still listed as emergency contact. I grabbed my keys and the EpiPen I'd been carrying in my purse and ran. I made it there in 12 minutes and handed it to the nurse. She administered the shot while I held 9-year-old Mira in the hallway and let her sob into my shoulder. 20 minutes later, Crystal finally rushed through the doors with Derek trailing behind her. She spotted me and her face went hard. She pulled me into an empty classroom and got right in my face. "What are you doing here? I told you to back off." I stared at her in disbelief. "I just saved your daughter's life." She stepped closer. "You had no right to be here. You're not her mother, Lainey. Stop pretending you have any claim to my children." Something in me snapped. I'm the one who noticed she was developing a peanut allergy 3 weeks ago. I told you about it and you said I was being dramatic. So I bought an EpiPen with my own money and I called the school nurse myself to warn her. "What exactly did you do, Crystal? Because you couldn't even answer your phone." Derek stepped forward with his chest puffed out. "You need to leave. This is a family matter." I turned to him slowly. "You've known these kids for 6 months and you still call Mira by the wrong name. Sit down." The nurse looked at Crystal. "If she hadn't arrived, your daughter would be in an ambulance." She was the only one who answered. Mira burst out crying. "Auntie Lainey knows everything. You don't even know Maya has diabetes. She's been diagnosed 6 weeks. Auntie took her to every appointment because you were too busy." The room went silent. Derek muttered something and walked out. Crystal turned to me. "Why didn't you tell me?" "I tried. You blocked me." I hugged the girls. Then I looked at Crystal. "You called me pathetic for loving them like my own. I can't unhear that." I left. I didn't fall apart until I got home.